Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of the Random Robot Does Something Random. Today I'm upgrading my S40 Grainfather lid, and I've got a bulkhead fitting here, and this is a tri-clamp bulkhead fitting. And what we're going to do is we're going to poke a hole in this lid and we're going to install it. But first we need to take the handle off. So why do I want to do this? Well, I'll show you at the end of the video a couple of uses for this bulkhead through fitting. So you could center this in the center of the lid, but I'm actually going to cut my hole so that it encompasses one of the handle holes. I'm just going to roughly mark out where I want that to be, and I'm going to pick the center. Now I'm going to drill a pilot hole on center, and we're going to make a 3/8 hole for our final hole, but before that I'm just going to drill a small pilot hole. And when drilling stainless steel, it's very important to keep the drill bit cool. So I'm just using some WD-40 here to keep that lubricated and cool. If you let the steel harden up, it's going to be very hard to drill through. So after I drilled my 3/8 hole, I'm now just going to use a knockout tool to knock out the hole size for the diameter of the through hull I'm using. You could also use a hole saw for this, but again, keeping it well cool and lubricated as you're drilling the hole through. I have access to a knockout set, so this is going to be very easy for me to knock a nice smooth hole out. And as you can see here, my camera angle was terrible, so I'm first knocking my small 1/2-inch hole, and then I'm going to knock out my 1.5-inch hole for my through hull. And you might be wondering why I'm going through all the trouble for this, but I'll show you at the end of the video some interesting ways to use this tri-clamp fitting we're going to put on that lid. I know for some of the other Grainfather lines, they actually offer a lid with one already installed, but for the S40, there is none available commercially, so making your own is quite simple. So you notice there's also those 3 ventilation holes there. We're going to just plug those with some small screws and some washers, and these are all stainless steel. So let's just install the through hull first, and this one comes with 2 gaskets. So one gasket has to fit onto the top portion. We'll push that through the hole. So I'm just going to thread the back side on with the other gasket, and I'm going to use a pair of channel locks to tighten it. There's some flat spots on the bottom ring here that we can clamp onto. So now with the washer on the screw already, and these are number 8s. Put a washer on the bottom side, and I'm pointing them up because I don't want them to interfere with the closing of the lid. And after you're done, you could actually cut these off flush. I'm just going to leave them long. It doesn't seem to matter. And we'll just tighten those up. And And once those are all installed, we'll just plug the remaining hole for the handle. You could reinstall the handle. I'm not going to bother. So there's a couple of ways you can use this bulkhead fitting. One of them is you can just install the condenser directly onto it. And we built this condenser in one of our previous videos, so please check that out. But this will also prevent a lot of steam from escaping and a lot of your liquid volume from dissipating into the atmosphere, and also stop your house from steaming up. So you could also use the Grainfather S40 as a still by just attaching our simple column still here. And in this configuration, you would have to offer some kind of support to the condenser side because the lid is fairly thin and you need to keep that quite stable and secure. Again, thanks again for watching The Random Robot. Please help support our channel, and we'll see you next time.